Thank you, Thanos, for Mr. Bocci. So, yeah, I think we we spoke about money. We don't want to overpromise now what the discussion will be about money, but not about quantity, but rather quality and achievement of those money. So I'm calling on stage Glen, Pearce, Oroz, team leader at UNOPS. A round of applause, please. It's money after all. Jeff, Regional Initiative. Glen brings over 15 years of experience in global water and energy policy and serve as World Bank and Sustainable Energy for All and work with G20 and COP presidency. So well done, Glen takes the seat you prefer. Birgit, Sandu from EU Commission DG REGIO, Program Manager, responsible for Interreg. Another applause, please. Thank you. Black Sea Project, Black Sea Basin Program. Yeah, you stay under the picture. And she has a great background in regional development and instrumental in supporting actually the main instrument funding cooperation in the Black Sea. So very glad you're here. Last but certainly not least, Tetiana Shulichenko. Hi, Tetiana. Head of Economic Development Department in Mykolaiv City Council in Ukraine. Local level, fantastic experience, and well, PhD in economics. And she leads the development and recovery strategy at the City Council, and of course, advancing participatory budgeting, which is great, at the City Blue Economy portfolio. So there's a great variety of speakers, and well, we really need to be brief as all the others, but I count on you on that. So I start from the center. If you're ready, Glen. So yeah, the Blue and Black Sea project. So what's special of it? What does it bring in terms of opportunity, innovation, and finance? And I need to count 3 minutes for you. Apologies, but floor is yours. Well, the seat is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Botea.
Yeah, thanks.
So Blue in the Black Sea is a GEF regional project. It's a World Bank project that's implemented by UNOPS. And pollution, we know, is not something new in the Black Sea. But what the World Bank and GEF are aiming at is to make a difference through innovation. And so this is what makes Blue in the Black Sea different. Blue in the Black Sea has launched the Eco Innovation Challenge, which is a global competition to attract the most brilliant ideas to address 4 pollution problems in the Black Sea. The Eco Innovation Challenge has the ability of lowering barriers to entry, of helping applicants as they develop their proposal, because the Eco Innovation Challenge is also contracting an international accelerator to help all these great ideas improve. And so if you have a great idea, we want to hear from you, and we want to hear from you in 2 ways. One way is if your idea is nearly ready to be implemented, there's an opportunity through the focus country window to present your idea. The accelerator will help you develop that idea. And if you win, you will receive between 50,000 and 300,000 USD in grant support, plus 12 months of mentorship from the International Accelerator. We want to make sure that the innovations are implemented in the Black Sea countries. If you have an earlier stage concept, we still welcome that idea, and you can apply to the Greater Black Sea window. And if you win, you'll receive 6 months of mentorship, 6 months of technical assistance worth up to 20,000 USD. So this is innovation. This is an innovative approach to deliver that innovation, but most importantly, we want to see those innovations implemented in Black Sea countries.
Thank you very much, Glen. Also, you save time, so we have more time for discussion later. And it's indeed a call for action. I mean, we know that really this is amount of money that innovators, researchers, startuppers need to speed up and accelerate their solutions. So it's call for action. I mean, of course, we have a lot of experience in our showcase later on. So do contact Glen, and it's time for you to apply. Yeah? So it's real money, real innovation. Fantastic. Then we go to Birgit. same important real money for Interreg Next Black Sea. We know this is the main program that really supports cooperation across the Black Sea and is really essential for the CMA. But yeah, maybe give a bit of an overview of what have you funded and how this can help in the future. What's your take on how the fund and the program can help the CMA?
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. I feel I will start by saying the obvious, since we have many participants here that are actually beneficiaries of Interreg Next Black Sea Basin, but since it's a great program, I start by saying a few words about it. So the Interreg Next Black Sea Basin program is a transnational cooperation program that encompasses 8 countries in the Black Sea, and rightly said by you, it supports the priorities of the Common Maritime Agenda for the Black Sea, and in particular supports projects that aims at fostering the blue and green economy in the region. As we know, the Black Sea region has a significant innovation potential. We have been mentioning this throughout the morning, yet there are challenges. So this innovation potential is hindered by some challenges which range from low levels of innovation infrastructure, limited investment in research and innovation, regional disparities, environmental sustainability challenges, a set of challenges that require a coordinated effort in the region. And when we talk about this, we need to acknowledge the strong power that cooperation has as a powerful tool to address these regional challenges that do not stop at borders, and that also provides an opportunity to untap this innovation potential in the region. So this is where actually the Interreg Next Black Sea Basin position a bit itself. So it provides that framework and those investments that we are here to talk about to address challenges and develop and build on this potential. Plus, I would like also to add that it is special as a program because indeed it doesn't come only from Brussels, but it's a program that is done via shared management. So it grows in the same region. It involves the 8 countries on equal footing, and it's place-based. It comes from the ground with the aim of addressing in this what are the needs in the region. Now, after this short overview, I come back to your question. So, in the upcoming years, what we have is 18 multi-country cooperation projects in the field of innovation that are worth over 21 million. Thank you very much. Million euros of EU funding, and that will play a key role in fostering this innovation potential in the region. This period has been the first time that these priorities has been added to the program, and indeed, this number give already the overview of the positive outcome. To go a bit more concrete, these projects will involve a broad range of stakeholders, from the academia, universities, NGOs, civil society organizations, public authorities in regions and in municipalities. And what the local communities and the stakeholders can expect is the development and uptake of innovative and advanced technologies that will especially contribute to an improved monitoring of the environmental monitoring of the Black Sea, of its coast, and also improving the aquaculture. So several go in that direction, aquaculture techniques, and also the overall contribution to the innovation ecosystem. So several projects work on creating that shared space for stakeholders to engage. So we have platforms, the creation of platforms that actively will engage and connect the stakeholders across organizations and across countries, but also raising the awareness and also engaging directly the citizens. I know that we have sessions where we will actually look into the concrete of projects, so this is a bit the overview.
Okay, fantastic, thanks a lot. So we hear from Birgit this cooperation across the Black Sea from Glen, local support, but then across the regional level. I think with Tetiana, we want to investigate more like the local support, and of course, the need to rebuild innovation ecosystem in the context of crisis and post-crisis. So what is the main challenges that entrepreneurs at the local level face in Ukraine? Please, Tetiana.
Hi, thank you for the questions. First of all, I would like, on behalf of our delegation, to thank you for this opportunity to present Mykolaiv case in this conference, because Mykolaiv during the war has a lot of problems and also a lot of possibilities to recover itself. And first, while I start to give you information regarding our innovations and how we can support our businesses now and how problems they have, I would like to give you more information regarding our city and give you the context why for us it's very important to use new innovative models to support our businesses and economic recovery. So Mykolaiv during the war has a lot of negative consequences because of constant shelling. More than 19 industrial facilities were damaged, and large enterprises that produced a big number of goods were damaged, and we need to use new industries, new approach in order to recover our economic processes. In response of this situation, we launched Mykolaiv city strategy, and it includes not only economic process, but also soft skills in order to prepare people to produce and to use new opportunities and live in Mykolaiv. As for Mykolaiv city on the way strategy, it includes portfolio approach. We create a city portfolio. It focuses on blue economy, its innovation, sustainability, and also renovation using the principle build back better. Why it is innovative for us? First, this approach, it was implemented only in 2 cities in Ukraine. It was Ternopil and Mykolaiv, and now it is replicated throughout other Ukrainian cities. It includes, for example, such approach that we can test small options with small businesses or with small stakeholders, and then to scale the most effective to whole economy. Then we have innovative organizational structure in order to implement this portfolio in the city. For coordination portfolio, we create portfolio hub in city council. It's for coordination and also in order to involve stakeholders to portfolio. And also we create a Blue Economy Lab in order to test small business idea. It was created on the basis of the Business Support Center, one of our partners. And in order to involve more resources, we use different sources. And for example, in order to involve all necessary sums in order to finance all options of portfolio hubs, we use as Mayor's Economic Growth Initiative, also Danish Innovation Fund, also different projects for environmental projects and blue economy support initiatives. And it allows us to involve more than 1 million euros to implement these options as in-kind support and also funds. As our previous speaker from UNOPS said, we also use Blue Innovation Challenge in the Mykolaiv, and our small enterprises can test their small ideas They have grant support and they have mentors support in our city. And we use now we have 7 new innovative businesses in Mykolaiv. It's from some environmental monitoring systems to some production, like...
Maybe I ask you then for further detail in the next round, because I think there's a lot already on the table. And so, well, also I encourage to visit, if you haven't done, well, to see the video with the picture of the damage of the war on the Ukrainian coastline and the Black Sea ecosystem, which is horrible and something that we really need to address. So that's very good. And I see you have a very diversified approach, soft skills and investment and SMEs. So we will get back to this later. Then we move to the next round of questions. Before that, I need to remind you to start posing questions on Slido, because then we can pick up some of those. So maybe go back to Glen, because you mentioned, Glen, the Eco Innovation Challenge. So can you take a few minutes, tell a bit more, like what you expect from stakeholders, what are the concrete aspects that you want to encourage, and maybe, yeah, what would you need from stakeholders to apply, etc. So any further detail you want to share on that?
So thank you very much, Matteo. One of the most important dates that you will need to remember today is November 30th. On November 30th, the expression of interest to participate in the Eco Innovation Challenge will close. To give you a sense, we already have interest being expressed from Romania, from Turkey, from Egypt, from Kenya, from Rwanda. So this is really generating a global audience to the Eco Innovation Challenge. I would also encourage you to think about the exposure that you'll receive by participating in this Eco Innovation Challenge, because the 50 applicants that will be selected to move forward in the process will be receiving expert advice, mentorship, technical assistance by an international accelerator, and will have much more exposure regionally and globally just by participating in this process. So this is not a competition where we just applaud and identify a winner. We want to select a winner, we want to find the best ideas, but we really want to provide the help and support needed in order to implement those ideas. Point number 3, this is a level playing field. And so this is a competition of ideas. It's not about who's biggest. It's not about who comes from which country. We want to see the best ideas come to the surface. And so for communities that have good ideas, they will be measured based on their innovation. So we want the best innovations possible. Point number 4, which is equally important, you will be able to network amongst the different competitors, the different applicants, the different eco-innovators that present themselves. And this is something that I hear through these different sessions, which is extremely important, is how to build this network of Black Sea partners to be able to move forward perpetually. We want certainly UNOPS, World Bank, GEF would want to see this continue even after this project ends. And so how can we start looking for a culture of innovation permanently to be able to address the issues of pollution in the Black Sea and the blue economy? My final point, Matteo, is that this entire process, this entire global competition will end with a major Shark Tank event on the Black Sea in June of 2026. And so we invite you to look at the pledge that was made. I hope everyone has made a pledge to the CMA stakeholders meeting. Our pledge is that a year from now, we will have many innovations already in practice. And so I invite you to watch carefully for this major Shark Tank event in June 2026 and follow the implementation afterwards. Thanks, Matteo.
Thank you, Glenn. So it's really a process, right? It's not a single event. It's important support, but it's part of a process, which is actually why we really appreciate and support you for that. And it's also like visibility and sharing and networking, which is something that we always do as CMA. We also encourage networking and synergies with other sea basins, other macro regions. So maybe this is the point to check from Birgit. How do you see those lessons and working also with macro region across the EU and other sea basin? How do you see experience at work and cooperation with other areas of Europe and beyond that we can build upon, also in connection to what Glenn was saying?
Yes, no, thank you for the question. So to reply to this question, yes, I think I would like to focus especially indeed on two sea basin and macro-regional strategies. So two sea basins, which are the Adriatic-Ionian one and the Baltic region, which are two sea basins that are covered by both transnational cooperation programs, as the Black Sea, and by macro-regional strategies as well. And these two examples are, we found them especially relevant. I'm talking about also my colleagues, because indeed we are talking about very innovative sea basin, and because they share also something, which is the integrated framework they have been putting into driving the innovation in the regions by looking beyond, so their areas only, but trying to really integrate in their innovation strategy other regional strategies, other stakeholders, and creating also synergies that go beyond their areas, but also with other regional strategies. So in the case of the Baltic Sea region, the Interreg transnational cooperation program has been crucial in fostering the innovation ecosystem across the different years, moving from a first focus on supporting business structure to then focus on the smart specialization and innovation structure, and currently focusing on resilient economies and communities. And yes, talking with the people responsible for the program, they explain how actually important was to link always the Interreg program with the regional innovation strategies, and especially the smart specialization strategies. So they go together in a sense. Another element that was stressed as very important is a big focus that there was always put on capitalization, and for this they have especially now developed these project platforms, which are some capitalization tool, a space where partners bring together solutions and other results that are developed within Interreg projects, but also other EU funding programs. And these platforms are multi-stakeholder because they involve public authorities, knowledge multipliers, sectors organization, and citizens through non-governmental organization and civil society organization, with the aim of creating thematic synergies that go across EU funds, so beyond only Interreg, and ensures that outcomes are then consolidated, knowledge is transferred, and then with the final aim of also shaping the policy accordingly. Another element that was important for the innovation ecosystem in the Baltic Sea is also, since 2014, they also introduced a new requirement into projects to especially support the participation of business, introducing this requirement of having something as output that is tangible. So always have an output that is tangible and that is tested, to try to do a step forward towards, like, from the research and analysis to something new. So this is on one hand. On the other hand, the Adriatic-Ionian program, for this, we go a bit beyond innovation, because indeed in this example, I I'm mentioning especially a more recent initiative that was launched, that is a cooperation between the Adriatic-Ionian strategy and the Danube macro-regional strategy. So it was based on the geographical overlapping and the thematic alignment of the two strategies. The two strategies have now agreed to collaborate when it comes to enlargement. And well, the idea is to use this example because we mention often also the importance of also strengthening, maybe when it comes to the common maritime agenda for the Black Sea, the link with the Danube. So it's just to say that it is being done in also other contexts, that it builds on. It creates the national coordinator and irregular contacts. They organize joint meetings. Now they will develop a joint position paper, and then develop actionable steps. So this is to say, like, the idea of these two examples is because indeed the innovation is very much linked to going beyond their own region and capitalize on that. I'm sorry if I was...
No, fantastic. Thanks a lot. I mean, I put a lot of notes down, and of course we work with smart specialization. We have supported the inter-regional partnership with smart specialization in the field of transport and other with the Black Sea, the Mediterranean and Atlantic, and we work on capitalization. But I think it's important what you mentioned on the cooperation between the Baltic and the Danube and the Adriatic, because I mean, of course, Black Sea and Danube are kind of same sea basin, and there's a lot of cooperation. But we also work in the Mediterranean, so it could also be a way to really connect, let's say, the Black Sea and the Mediterranean through the other macro regions. So there's a lot of inspirational thing that we can work upon. And then you talk about business and cooperation, and I guess maybe to Tetiana, you were mentioning a lot of successful initiative, and public-private cooperation is key, for supporting local businesses and other. Can you briefly elaborate on some example of good collaboration, public-private collaboration in your case?
Yes, thank you for the questions. We have a good practice when a lot of local experts, representative of civil society and also international organization were involved in the development of concept of business support infrastructure. For example, our partner from Italian company OneWorks, they developed three concepts. Design for our city. It's about industrial park, it's about revitalization of shipyards, and also about the aquaport area. And together with them and with our partners from civil society organization, Business Support Center, we developed this territory and now try to involve funds to start to work these territories. For example, one of the enterprises from in the territory of industrial park now launched the activity, and they recycle damaged objects from our city and use these goods in order to do roads in our city. And for example, last week we have delegation from Danish embassy and Danish industrial funds. They would like also to use goods that was produced from these plants for some parts of the buildings, and then also to implement these parts in our building process in the city. So we have also good communications platform. It's City on the Wave conference that would combine not only businesses but also donors organizations, investments, and also small and big players on our city.
Thanks a lot. Fantastic, and well done for all this. I think we're running a little late, so maybe we pick one question if we have a Slido, and then I leave you with the last sentence from all of you. Okay, I guess this is knowledge transfer. Who wants to pick something on how to ensure transfer between stakeholders in order to ensure catalytic effect? Okay, it's a bit cryptic, but I guess how to scale up innovation through sharing of knowledge among stakeholders. Okay, please, Glen.
So on that particular question of ensuring innovation knowledge transfer, within the Eco Innovation Challenge, I think we have a very interesting mechanism which could be replicated in other opportunities, because we will have an international accelerator that's helping the different applicants. There will also be some matchmaking available. I mentioned the interest from Egypt, from Kenya, from Rwanda. Yeah. If they need help in connecting with organizations, with businesses in Black Sea countries, the International Accelerator can help with that. And so there's a good way of ensuring that knowledge is being transferred and implemented in the best way in the Black Sea countries.
Okay, thanks. I mean, I don't know, of course the Black Sea Interreg Next is all about knowledge transfer, so I don't know if you want to say something, Birgit or Tetiana, what you say, but then we have a brief final sentence because we need to move on.
Yes, as you said, it's a lot about knowledge sharing and actually co-development. And as I mentioned, there are several projects that are actually seeking to work on this. What I maybe just bring from the Baltic program, because indeed when I was talking with the colleagues, we mentioned this, is the fact that indeed they start capitalization much before. So already in this testing phase, when they develop something and they test it, already from that moment, so the early engagement of the other stakeholders that where you aim to transfer this knowledge to make sure that then it's relevant for them. So not only once it's developed, but engaging at an early stage to understand the needs. That would be
so start really at early stage. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you can also start with the last statement, a brief comment on your side, but please, Tetiana.
Yes, this approach, it's innovative approach that allow us to scale small options to more bigger formats. So we understand that we didn't have only one project, we have a portfolio of projects, and for this we need to combine finance and also innovative organizational infrastructure. And all three aspects give us opportunity to scale these small options to bigger economy process.
Yeah, thank you. So I really think we're talking beyond knowledge, right? Really sharing practice, knowing each other, scaling up and making impact. So yeah, I don't know, Glen, Birgit, if you want to have a last sentence from both of you.
Maybe just one last thought, which is the Eco Innovation Challenge is a rare opportunity. It's a rare opportunity that needs to be seized. Best of all, it's open to everyone. It could be an SME, it could be a startup, it could be a researcher, it could be a university, it could be an NGO, it could be a municipality. And it will give you the best chance of taking your idea into implementation. So that opportunity to have an impact, I think, is what should motivate all of us to look carefully at this Eco Innovation Challenge. Remember, November 30th. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Please, Birgit.
Yes, so my last word is indeed to just encourage you to follow the program website, the project, the activities, to make sure that you engage in all the activities that you are part of the creation of this, the fostering of this innovation ecosystem that is supported by the Interreg Next Black Sea Basin program. And just now probably there will not be new calls, but the future is coming. So the future is starting now, as we were mentioning, and there will be continuity with the programs. So there will be a follow-up of the Interreg Next Black Sea Basin program. So make sure you are engaged in the development of the new program.
Thank you. And Tetiana, last word, very, very brief. Thanks.
Yes, I would like, taking this opportunity, I would like to invite all of you to familiarize with our exhibition zone.
Yes.
You can familiarize with our project, and a representative of our civil society organization give you more detailed information regarding this portfolio approach in Mykolaiv.
Thank you very much to all. A big applause again. Thanks. I now leave it to Michaela to float the whole beautiful area with a wave of change. Thank you very much.